Once upon a time, in the bustling village of Irele, there lived a woman named Aduninola. She was known for her beauty, skin as smooth as the evening river, eyes that sparkled like the morning sun, and hair as thick as the forest that surrounded the land. From the moment she became of age, men lined up to win her heart. Warriors, hunters, traders, and even noble men from distant villages came with gifts of gold, fine fabrics, and rare beads. But Adunilola was not impressed. She believed no man was worthy of her. Some were too short, others not wealthy enough, and some, though strong, lacked charm. Why should I settle for less? She often said, dismissing suitors with a wave of her hand. She spent her days admiring herself in the river's reflection, dancing at festivals and rejecting men who adored her. Years passed. Her friends married and bore children, their homes filled with laughter and joy. But Adunola remained alone, still convinced that the right man had not yet come. One day, she stood before the river, gazing at herself as she always did, but something was different. The water showed a face that was not the same. Her smooth skin now carried the lines of time. Her once bright eyes held a hint of sadness, and the youthful glow she had been so proud of was fading. Still, she held on to hope. She had adorned herself with even finer beads, wrapping herself in the most beautiful fabrics, and waited for the perfect man. But the suitors who once pursued her had long married, their children now playing in the village square. One evening, during a village festival, Adunola walked through the crowd, expecting admiring gazes. But instead, the men barely noticed her. The young women once envious of her beauty were now the center of attention. The realization struck her heart like a dagger. She turned to an old woman sitting by the fire, known for her wisdom. With a trembling voice, she asked, "Mother, where have all the men gone? Why do they not chase me as they once did?" The old woman looked at her with kind but knowing eyes and said, "Adunola, you've spent your youth searching for a man without flaw, but you forgot that beauty fades and time waits for no one. Love is not found in perfection, but in shared moments, kindness, and companionship. You have chased the wind and now stand with empty hands." Adunola felt tears well in her eyes. For the first time, she understood she had wasted her years seeking the unattainable, and now she stood alone, longing for what she once rejected. Adunola never married. She lived in solitude, watching as the seasons changed and the village grew. But she became a storyteller, warning young girls never to make the same mistake. Even today, mothers in Irele tell their daughters, "Do not chase the wind like Adunola. Love is not about perfection, but about the heart that stands beside you when beauty fades." And if you listen closely, by the river at sunset, they say you might hear the soft whisper of Adunola's regret carried by the wind.